Hello to all of the beautiful sheep of God's pasture. Thank you so much for joining me today. Hello to all 38 subscribers. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel and coming back to watch my videos. Looking forward to walking towards the shepherd with you guys today. So, if you have not subscribed to the channel just yet, I do want to take the opportunity to ask if you could please hit the subscribe button. If you could also turn on your notifications, make comments, and also hit the like button for this video if you believe that dreams do come true. So speaking of dreams, I'm pretty sure we all can relate to having our dream person. Some people call it soulmate, some people call it the one. There's all these different titles that you can think of. And most of us just want to find that one person that we can settle down with and do life with. So imagine thinking that you've met that person. They are handsome or pretty. They are smart. They are romantic. You have good conversation. You spend lots of quality time together. You click with each other, if you will. Imagine meeting that person, and then imagine getting into a serious relationship with that person, possibly even marriage. And then once you're married, once they have you locked down, so to speak, they reveal to you that they're not who you thought they were. Imagine them telling you that they were just playing a role, playing a character, until you fell for that character. Imagine how your dream would then turn into a nightmare. That is what essentially happened to me. My narcissistic ex-husband admitted to me after the divorce that he was playing a role of this sweet, romantic, kind, gentle guy, romantic guy. He said that he was playing the role from a BET Arabesque movie. He tells me that most women are looking for that and they would fall for that. And that is the role that he played for me because he felt like that's what I wanted. And that's what would work for him. And then after that, he tells you, oh, what you're looking for is just a fantasy. Those kind of men don't exist. You are never going to find a sensitive man who talks to you about his feelings. And you're never going to find somebody romantic. He tells me that all men cheat, including the men in the church, and the Christian man especially, he says. And you might as well get that fantasy out of your head. You are not going to find someone with your same characteristics. If you are not careful and if you are not prayed up, you can definitely start to believe the lies of the enemy. You can start to believe that maybe there is no such thing as another empathic soul out there, such as mine, that I could connect with. Maybe this man doesn't exist. And the devil is a liar. I do believe that God is raising up men for his kingdom, that they are sensitive and they are respectful, they are loyal. They're out there. They do have a heart after God. All things are possible to him that believe. And I believe my fellow empathic soul is out there. He's looking for me, and he will find me. There is a man out there with a tender heart. There is a man out there who is strong and sensitive. A man that does not have any vices. I'm going to write my vision, and I'm going to make it plain. All of the characteristics that I desire in a kingdom spouse, I will write them down, and I will keep them close to my heart, and I will keep them close to my Bible. I will pray over it, and I will meditate on it. And I will ask the Lord to give me the desires of my heart. So the narcissist specializes in trickery. They get quite a kick out of fooling you, being smarter than you, making you think that something is true when it's actually not. To them, that really feeds their ego, that really grinds their gears. They love every single little thing about it. They love to take an opportunity to try to get over on people. So in the case where the narcissist wore the mask and he pretended to be this romantic gentleman, he feels like, okay, I have the upper hand over you. I have control over you. I have actually made you like me. So therefore, I've made you fall in love with me. So therefore, you're not going to be so quick and easy to leave or run away. That was definitely a tactic that the narcissist used on me. They sell you a dream and they have you hooked because they know that they have gotten something that you really, really, really want, okay? Something you are heavily invested in, something that you actually believe and thought was true. You don't want to let the idea of it go. And they know this. They know it's going to be hard for you to kind of break away and break free. So that is part of the tactic and part of their demonic plan as well. It's basically creating a stronghold. Another thing that they want to do is incite fear within you. They want to make you think that they are the best that you can do, that there's no such thing as anyone better than them. There's no such thing as a better relationship. There's no such thing as you being happier with anyone else. This is the best that you're going to be treated. You can expect other people to be just as abusive as they are, just as cold and calculated as they are. They want to paint the picture to you that all men are the same way. All men or all women are the same way. So you're better off just staying with the monster that you know rather than going out here trying to find a new monster. And a narcissist would tell me all the time, well, if you just go out here and find another man, you're only going to be trading one problem for the other. And so maybe he wouldn't cheat on you, but he'd do something else to you. So he always kind of created this kind of fear factor in when you thought about leaving. They love to create doubt and uncertainty within your mind. They know that as an empathic person, you desire stability. It's something that you actually, really thrive on, and they know this. And so they create that pulling the rug from under you, if you will. They create that kind of drama for you so that you don't get that peace and tranquility that you seek. They definitely want to paint the picture that you are trapped and the grass is not greener on the other side. You are stuck in a state of misery to deal with the ill treatment that they are giving you because there's nobody out there that's going to treat you any better. So they try to make you think. You will be on a hamster wheel or a treadmill trying to get back to that person that they once showed you at the very beginning of a relationship. You will spend lots of time trying to change yourself to find that person again. But the thing is, that person never existed. They were never real. It was just a presentation and something that you fell for that was pretty much a facade. They will start the love bombing process all over again, making you think that this person is real. They will put on the mask again, make that romantic person appear again, only to let you down 2 or 3 weeks later. It is quite a vicious cycle to get caught up in if you allow yourself to. Once I got tired of the abuse, the never ending abuse for 14 years, it got to the point for me to where it didn't matter if there was another empathic soul out there or not for me to run into. I just wanted to be free from the bondage of being with a narcissist. So it was definitely an escape to freedom for me. Deciding to divorce was not about, okay, let me get out of this marriage or old relationship so that I can get into a new one. Absolutely not. A relationship was the furthest thing from my mind. And even to the point to where I asked God to give me 3 years to heal before I even thought about getting back out there. The narcissist has stripped so much of yourself from you. They really take you down through there, as they say in the South, and, really just pick all of the parts of you apart. And you're left to pick up the pieces and put yourself back together again. And so that takes time. It can take years. You had a person slowly chipping away at you, chipping away at your self esteem, chipping away at your personality, chipping away at all the things that made you you to the point to where you totally lost yourself. You have no idea who you are, and you're having to find yourself again. You're having to rebuild some parts that are rebuildable, and then you have to make new parts to where some of the older parts of yourself are pretty much completely gone. Their mission is to kill, steal, and destroy, and they do that quite well. It can be very crushing for someone to tell you that, your dream, is not realistic. What you're looking for, asking for, you're asking for too much. You shouldn't be, desiring or seeking someone that is similar to the way that you are. Men and women are different. There's no such thing as a fellow empathic soul to match with yours. All these things the narcissist would have you to believe. And with disappointment after disappointment and setback after setback, it could very well be easy for you to go ahead and believe, what the enemy is saying, that you are asking for too much and you are being unrealistic. And then that's where you have to go to your word. You have to read what the word says. Anytime the enemy comes against you with a lie, you have to fight back with the truth of God's word. And God's word does say, you know, that there is a such thing as an equal yoking, man and woman being on the same page, being on the same level, being of the same kind. There is a such thing as that. There is a such thing as the two walking together and being agreed. There is a such thing as a suitable mate. So a pairing, if you will, of likeness. Faith is a fight. You really can't give up. You cannot succumb to the lies of the enemy. You have to keep going. They say slow and steady wins the race. The race is not given to the swift nor the strong, but the one who endures to the end. And I'm willing to do that. I'm willing to endure to the end. I'm willing to wait it out and see what the end will be. Though it tarries, I'm willing to wait on it. The narcissist will always say to me, nobody gives a you know what about your feelings. He will always say that to me. You can't expect a man to care about your feelings. And, I just refuse to believe that, men have feelings too. So there's a man out there that will care about the way you feel and vice versa. There's some caring women out there for you gentlemen. Don't give up, on finding that. It can be a really devastating thing to have fallen for the trick of the enemy, but the devil is a liar, and no weapon formed against you is going to prosper. And they may think that they have set you back, by stealing time from you, pulling the wool over your eyes and deceiving you. They may think that they've gotten over in some way, but God is a God of restoration, and God is also a redeemer, and God keeps his promises, and you will reach your destiny. Mark 10:9 says, "What therefore God hath joined together, let not man put asunder." So that tells us that God can definitely bring two people together, can join two souls together. Now, I would venture to say God definitely did not put you with the narcissist. You decided to yoke yourself with the narcissist. I decided to yoke up with that narcissist because I just saw so much potential in him and I just believed the best about him. And I believed he could be a good man. So I thought. But that is not what God brought together. That was my doing. And I suffered greatly behind that. So now what's going to happen is I'm going to wait for God to join me together with a suitable mate. Because honestly, deep down inside, I believe that if God brought it together, there's not going to be a divorce. So chosen ones, I would say to you, do not lose sight of your vision. Do not lose sight of your dreams. If you have a desire in your heart to find your soulmate, to find your kingdom spouse, to be joined together with them so that you can walk together, don't give up on your dream. Don't let the enemy steal your vision from you. Don't lose hope. Make your requests known unto the Lord. Seek ye first the kingdom and his righteousness. And I do believe that that desire that you have for your spouse, your mate, will come to pass. Though it may tarry, though it may be a long time coming, wait for it. And while you're waiting, lift your head, lift your heart, and turn them both towards the marvelous light.